What would you do if you were sent to a remote village tasked with uncovering a terrorist network, only to discover that the people you were investigating were not the villains, but the victims? What if the truth you uncovered challenged everything you thought you knew about justice, loyalty, and the world itself? This is not just a hypothetical question. It's the story of Alex Carter, a CIA agent whose mission in the dusty, sun-scorched village of Al-Mawa, Yemen, would change his life forever. It's a story of faith, courage, and the cost of standing up for what's right, even when the world seems determined to silence you. Al-Mawa is a place frozen in time. Nestled in the heart of Yemen's unforgiving desert, its clay houses stand resilient against the relentless sun. The gentle breeze carries the call to prayer from the village mosque, a sound that echoes through the narrow alleys and fills the air with a sense of serenity. For centuries, this village has been a beacon of peace, a place where faith and community are the cornerstones of life. But peace is a fragile thing, especially in a region torn apart by conflict. For years, extremist groups have been spreading their influence, demanding loyalty and obedience from villages like Al-Mawa. Those who refuse are met with threats, violence, and destruction. Yet despite the danger, Al-Mawa has remained steadfast, guided by its leader, Sheikh Yusuf, a man of wisdom, kindness, and unshakable faith. To the outside world, however, Al-Mawa is just another name on a map, a place shrouded in suspicion. Intelligence reports suggest that the village is a hub for terrorist activity, with Sheikh Yusuf at the center of it all. And so, Alex Carter, a seasoned CIA agent, is sent to uncover the truth. Disguised as a journalist, Alex arrives in Al-Mawa with a backpack, a camera, and a carefully rehearsed cover story. His mission is clear: infiltrate the village, gain the trust of Sheikh Yusuf, and gather evidence linking the community to a terrorist network. But what Alex discovers is far more complicated and far more dangerous than anyone could have anticipated. The arrival. Alex's first impression of Al-Mawa is one of quiet resilience. The villagers greet him with cautious hospitality, their faces reflecting a mix of curiosity and wariness. Ahmed, a middle-aged man with a warm smile, is assigned to assist Alex during his stay. "Welcome to Al-Mawa," Ahmed says. "Sheikh Yusuf asked me to look after you." As Alex settles into the guest house, he begins to observe the village closely. Children play in the dusty alleys, women carry water jars on their heads, and men tend to livestock. Everything seems ordinary, but Alex's training tells him that appearances can be deceiving. That evening, Alex meets Sheikh Yusuf at the mosque after the evening prayer. The sheikh is a man in his late 60s with a white beard and eyes that radiate wisdom and kindness. "Welcome to our humble village, Mr. Alex," Sheikh Yusuf says. "I'm told you're a journalist." "What brings you here?" Alex chooses his words carefully. "I'm working on a story about small communities in Yemen and how they maintain peace despite the challenges they face. I've heard that your village is a model of harmony, so I wanted to learn more." Sheikh Yusuf smiles. "It is true that we strive for peace here, but it is not without challenges. You are welcome to stay and see for yourself. Our doors are open to those who come with good intentions." For a moment, Alex feels a pang of guilt. If only the sheikh knew why he was really here. The investigation. Over the next few days, Alex immerses himself in village life. He attends community gatherings, interviews villagers, and documents their daily routines. Despite his mission, he can't help but admire the simplicity and sincerity of their way of life. But his primary focus remains on Sheikh Yusuf. Alex spends hours poring over documents in the sheikh's study, searching for any signs of financial transactions that might indicate ties to terrorist groups. So far, he has found nothing incriminating. One night, while searching through the sheikh's desk, Alex discovers a handwritten letter. The words send a chill down his spine. "If you do not comply, we will come for your village. This is your final warning." Alex's mind races. Who sent this letter? Is Sheikh Yusuf involved in something darker? Or is the village itself a target? The confrontation. The next morning, Alex decides to confront Sheikh Yusuf indirectly. During their conversation, he asks, "Have you ever faced threats to your village's safety? Yemen can be a dangerous place." Sheikh Yusuf's expression darkens for a moment before he replies, "Danger is everywhere, Mr. Alex, but we believe in responding to hatred with compassion and to violence with peace. It is not an easy path, but it is the one we choose to walk." Alex is struck by the sheikh's words. Could it be that this man, whom he was sent to investigate, is actually a victim rather than a perpetrator? The truth unveiled. As Alex digs deeper, he uncovers the village's painful history. Years ago, Al-Mawa was a thriving center of trade and culture, known for its hospitality and scholarship. But as extremist groups gained power in the region, they began targeting the village for refusing to join their cause. The villagers have suffered raids, kidnappings, and even assassinations, yet they have never wavered in their principles. Sheikh Yusuf has become their unshakable leader, guiding them through every hardship with wisdom and faith. The letter Alex found was not evidence of the Sheikh's involvement with terrorists. It was a threat from extremists demanding the village's submission. The turning point: one night, the village is shaken by the arrival of armed men. They demand that Sheikh Yusuf join their cause or face the consequences. The Sheikh stands firm, refusing to compromise the village's values. Alex watches from the shadows, recording the confrontation with a hidden camera. As the standoff ends without bloodshed, Alex realizes that his mission is no longer about gathering evidence against the village, it's about protecting it. Alex's story raises important questions about the nature of justice, loyalty, and the cost of truth. In a world where suspicion often outweighs understanding, how do we distinguish between the guilty and the innocent? And what happens when the systems designed to protect us end up perpetuating harm? Al-Mawa is not just a village, it's a microcosm of a larger struggle. It's a reminder that faith and courage can be powerful weapons against oppression, but they come at a cost. For Alex, that cost is his career, his safety, and his sense of self. Sheikh Yusuf's leadership is both inspiring and controversial. In a world that often equates strength with violence, his commitment to peace is seen as weakness by some and as a radical act of resistance by others. But for the people of Al-Mawa, he is a beacon of hope, a man who refuses to let fear dictate his actions. As Alex prepares to leave Al-Mawa, he sends a message to his CIA handler. "I have evidence that clears the village of any wrongdoing and implicates the real perpetrators. Do not take any action against Al-Mawa." He knows this decision may mark him as a traitor, but for the first time in his life he feels like he's doing the right thing. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, the truth is worth fighting for, even when the world seems determined to silence it.